If you've lost a case in the county court and think the judge made a mistake, you might be considering an appeal. So we explain what you need to consider before you go making any big decisions. This video is relevant to you if your case is a civil claim for £25,000 or less in England and Wales and you're representing yourself. So that's a small claim or a fast-track claim. It doesn't cover criminal, family or tribunal cases. The first step is to check if appealing is the right process for you. If the first time you heard about the case was when you received a county court judgment against you, an appeal is not the correct process. This sometimes happens if the paperwork was going to the wrong address. Perhaps you'd moved. If you're in this situation, you can ask the court to set aside the judgment instead. This essentially means the court cancels it. Check out our guide, How to Ask the Civil Court to Do Something or Change Something on Advice Now instead. The appeal process is only for when you were involved in the case, but you believe the decision was legally wrong. You can't appeal just because you think the result was unfair or the judge believed the wrong person. Instead, you need to show the judge made a serious mistake, that they didn't apply the law correctly or they followed the wrong procedure. And obviously, this is not straightforward if you're representing yourself. Our step-by-step info can help, but you really need to get legal advice on your case to see if you have what lawyers call grounds for appeal. Appealing is a two-stage process. First, you need to ask for permission to appeal, and the judge will only give you permission if they think your appeal has a realistic chance of success or if there's some other compelling reason for the appeal to be heard. If, after getting legal advice, you decide to appeal, you must act very quickly. Usually you will only have 21 days from the date of the order to ask for permission, so don't wait for the formal order to arrive. If you want to appeal against a decision in a small claim, you use Form N164. If you want to appeal against a decision which is not a small claim, you use the Form N161. But it's really important to understand that appealing can be expensive. You need to pay a court fee to ask for permission, and there may be other fees involved in the case as well. Crucially, if you lose, there is a real risk that you will be ordered to pay the other side's legal costs, which could be thousands of pounds. Because it's complicated and risky, always try to get legal advice first. For more step-by-step help and suggestions on where to get legal advice, go to Advice Now, appealing a county court decision. Good luck.